Hey everyone, my name is Fidel Zahar and today we are going to talk about the difference between good and bad Z players. There is a big difference between good and bad Z players and today we are going to talk about it. In this video I'm going to mention things that good Z mains do, and I'm also going to mention some bad habits and mistakes of bad Z players or some beginner Z players. One of the biggest differences between a good Z player and a bad one is roaming. If you are winning your lane, don't try to dive them if there is a chance that you might die. In this clip, I decided not to stay mid and try to dive the enemy mid laner under turret, but instead I went to bot lane to help them. Bad Z players take risky dives and give shutdowns to the enemy team while you can just help your bot lane, for example. If you are already winning your lane, the best thing that you can do is help your teammates to extend their lead. If the enemy mid laner has a defensive summoner spell like barrier and you have no vision of their jungler, just don't try to dive them, it's too risky. The other thing that bad Z players do is to not know how to CS properly. Z has a great passive to kill minions, so you need to use that for your advantage. If you know that you can kill minions with your auto attacks without getting hard poked, try to kill them with your Qs. Also, you don't need to kill every single minion if you know that the enemy laner can punish you with their long range. Sometimes it's just better to let them push you under your turret where you can CS safely with your auto attacks and the enemy laner can't be too aggressive because your jungler might come. As you can see here, if I go for that minion, I'm going to get hard poked by Cassiopeia and maybe lose more than half of my HP, so sometimes it's just better to let some minions go. One of the worst things that you can do with Z is to use your W to farm minions when you don't need to, and many Z players do that. If you don't need to fast push your lane, don't use your W to farm, you might need it later for something, so save it. I know that most of you would use W to farm this minion wave under turret, but this is not the correct play. I'm not really sure where Cassiopeia is, so I don't want to waste it, and also I know that I can CS every single one of those minions with only my auto attacks and Q and E. Now that I'm sure that Cassiopeia probably recalled, I use my W to fast push the wave. One clever thing that good Z mains do is to engage when your enemy uses his abilities to farm. In this example, Fizz used his E to farm, so I know that I can ulti him and kill him easily because of that mistake that he did. Another thing that good Z players do is to wait for your enemy to throw a key ability that you need to dodge in order to kill them. In this clip I waited for Irelia to throw her stun and then I ulted her. Because I was patient with my ultimate and waited for her to throw her stun, I managed to kill her. One more bad thing that Z players do is that they are not patient. When they see someone, they just rush at them to kill them, even though they are going to die and just trade kills, which is pretty bad. Sometimes you just need to be a little bit more patient and wait for somebody to face check a bush so you can pick up an easy kill. Bad Z players also don't know how to position correctly. For example, in teamfights, a good Z player is always going to look out for possible flanks on the enemy team's squishy targets like their AD carry and support, or any other squishy target. So in teamfights, try to look for an opening where you can engage on the enemy that is very squishy. If you can one-shot them, Try to ult another target and you will probably win the teamfight like that. If you are not playing Zed perfectly, don't worry. Really good Zed mains have a lot of experience because they have played a lot of Zed games. If you want to become a really good Zed player, you just need to put in some time and effort into him. He is a really fun champion, so you can be sure that you won't regret the time that you put into him. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something new. I have a lot of exams this month, so I can't really do videos often. In the future, I plan on doing videos more frequently because I feel like I've been doing videos not so often, which I'm not proud of. When I get more free time, I hope to do at least one video per week. Thanks for watching, guys. This is all from me today and I hope I will see you guys next time. See ya!